Grand Rising. So, what is today? Wait, today's Thursday. Okay, so sometime during the week, Sunday or something, I came across this guy on TikTok, and I made a video about this just the other day, right? About the guy talking about the big book and the recovery thing and how, and then he went on to say he went on to talk about like the power of IAM. Like he went a step above the whole recovery thing. Like I resonate with what he was talking about. Like I really resonate with what he was talking about, and it opened my eyes to a whole different thing in which I was doing to myself. Like everybody has some type of stepping stone in which they use to get to the next level, and I'm all for that. Whatever it takes to get you to where you need to be, I salute that journey. For me, coming to understand the power of I am, and not really knowing, recognizing, seeing it, that how much I was using how much I was casting shit upon myself, not even recognizing. So I've been really taking a step back and looking at things and saying to myself, how often do you say I am and don't even realize that what you're saying I am to is not something you want? Everything we say after I am, so it becomes. So if I am standing here, if I am, you see, it just comes out. Like we don't even recognize how much it just comes out. So if I say I am in recovery, I am in recovery. I am in recovery. I am in recovery. I am in recovery. It's been 6 years, sis. You're not in recovery no more. You long gone recovered. Like, you could have all of the things in which you were recovering from right in front of you. Like, here you go, here you go, here you go, here. I'm not that person anymore. Like, what? Like, there's no, everybody is at a different part of their journey. Okay? So, for the still suffering, this message may not be for you. But what about those of us who are not still suffering? Like, I am not suffering at all. At all. Like, I am not suffering at all. So, why would I say that I am recovering from something if I am already healed? I'm healed. There is no part. I am holding on to something because it's an attachment. It's an attachment to my recovery that I don't need it anymore. Let's go deeper than that. Like, my recovery was my old self, my old addict behaviors. And if I am still in recovery, that means I am still attached to that old me. That means, what does that mean? Why am I attaching that to me? It's some dogmas and shit that that happens. You know, we're lost and afraid, and we don't know what to do at a certain point in our lives, and we're just like, this helps me to get where I need to be. But then at some point, it helped me get where I was going, and then at some point you get there. You get there. And this is going to go for not only the people in recovery. This goes to people who are sick and going through some shit. This goes for people who are like divorced. This goes for people who have been abandoned. This goes for people who have been an attachment to something back then that is no longer right now. And why are we holding on to, why are we saying, you're checking off like I'm divorced. I am divorced. I am divorced. What? You're not. There's no longer any attachment to that. Like, you think he's an asshole. You guys don't even communicate. You haven't been with Roger and Harold or George. You haven't been with him in 13 years. Why are you saying to yourself or to anyone else, I am divorced? I am. There's I've highlighted so many things in this books where I'm like, wow, like I am. Like, when we stop and really say I am. The other day Neil was playing the game, right? Oh, and then he does something that he wasn't like really super happy with. And he says, I'm so stupid. And I was like, man, don't say that about yourself. Well, I am. Like, I should have just done something else. True. And then I had to stop and say, how many people are walking around talking about, I'm so stupid. I'm so ugly. I'm so fat. I'm so broke. Like, I'm so broke is like that thing that people will say and not even. When I was a child, I only ever heard my mother say, we are broke. She would go out and get a new car, and as a child, I couldn't wrap my head around we are broke, because you say we broke, then we buy a new car, then you say now we really broke. And to a little bitty mind, I'm like, what? Who's broke buying cars and shit? Like, we're broke. So I grew up with a mindset, and that is something that I'm truly working on. Like, the relationship with the energy of currency, money, is something that I am rewiring. I am rewiring that relationship with money, because for some reason, at some point in my life, it stuck. When I heard somebody say, broke, broke. I came from a lack mentality. I just thought, well, I guess that's how it's gonna be. Like, ain't nobody I know had any, so. But I didn't know anybody who was abundant. I didn't have the word abundance flowing around me. And so it's taking an unlearning and relearning to not say those type of things out loud. Because if I think them and say them and then I believe them, and then the resistance comes with the flow. With the flow. I'm giving it too much resistance. Like, why would money want to flow to me if I have a mentality of lack? Nah. You know, that's like a little girl hearing her entire life that real men are hard to find, and men ain't shit. He ain't shit. He ain't shit. So when that little girl grows up, she thinks that a real man is hard to find. And men ain't shit. And oddly enough, she picks some real fucked up guys. She feels that with some real he ain't shit type people, because that's what she believes. She believes men ain't shit. She believes men ain't shit. Men ain't shit. It took me a long time to get over that thought too, because I don't know. This is a deep one for me. This is a really deep one for me, because I have been saying for so long that I was in recovery, and I am sober, and I am clean, and I am sober, and I am clean, and I'm in recovery, and I'm in recovery, and I'm in recovery, and I don't want to say that anymore. So I won't. But for the last 6 years, it's been a habit. I would introduce myself that way. Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm in recovery. What else you got? Anything else? We put these labels upon ourselves. Like, my name is Sarah, and I'm a secretary. You know, there was one time where it was like my first, like, conscious people meetup, if you will. It was the first time that I was in a room filled with truly conscious people. And I was asked who I was. And I introduced myself with so many labels. I'm a mom, I'm a student, I'm a worker, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a this, I'm in recovery. And that is what I had made my identity. Being a mom, being a worker, being a this, being a that, being a this. All these labels that I had put on myself. A recovering addict. Like that was a label that when I was asked who I am. And now I know that when we ask someone, who are you? You can really see how deep they've gone by the answer that they give back, because you are not a secretary. Like, you are not in recovery. You are not this or that. Like, who am I? I am all powerful. Oh, I am so much more than recovery. So much more than recovery. All right. I got some orders too. I had some last minute orders that I need to work on. And so I'm going to get to it. And this is just my thoughts for the day, that the attachments to things gotta go. Gotta go. It definitely, and you know that it's like society has like put it that way so that you could get like data boys for being that, right? So they all send you to school and you'll get a certification. And then whenever the time comes, it has built up this part of you where you're like, you identify so much with whatever it is that you have been certified to do, that you will be like, I know more than you because I have this. Hi, I'm Sarah, and I have this paper to show you that look at this, look at that glow ray. Yes. Tell you what. Anyway, get what I'm saying? Same thing, like, you know. Okay, that's all I got. Bye.